Hello everyone, welcome to Justin's Reads, and on today's episode we are talking about a book by Swad, and it's titled You Can Do It. I know right now, all around the world is in such a sober state because of the current epidemic of the coronavirus, and our prayers are going out every day to those that have been infected already and are directly affected. I know everyone is affected because many economies, many countries are in a lockdown mode right now. So even if you have not been infected, you are affected somehow by the pandemic. But that's why I think this book is actually very timely, because it speaks about you being able to do it, you being able to rise from the position where you are right now. So not everyone is going to die, despite the fact that a lot of people have died, thousands of people have died already. But when the curtain of this corona pandemic rolls down and life goes back to normal, you still need to realize that you can rise from the ruins of this disease. You can rise from the ruins of this pandemic that has affected economies all around the world. You can still do it. You can still create something. You can still make something out of your life. Life will still continue. People still need to live life. And during that period, it's very important to realize that you can still do it. You can still make something out of your life. So this 8-chapter book is all about his life. He was working as a salesperson, as a mechanic, as a farm worker, and in all these things he started from the bottom. He started from nothing. He started from negative thoughts, negative lifestyle. He started from negative, and he is just trying to tell you that he could do it, because at the end of his life he had built a multi-million dollar castle. So the book is about his life story, teaching you that if he could do it from where he started, you and I can actually take clue from his life and actually know that we can do it. And he started by explaining the fact that it starts with a decision. You making a decision now. From where he started as a car salesperson, he told himself that he was going to start the company, and he didn't just stop by thinking it and writing it down. He took a decision, he took a step to do it, and he stopped his work where he was working to go and pursue his dream, to go and pursue his desire. So everything starts with a dream. Everything starts with a decision. I remember a day before the lockdown, I went out with a pastor friend of mine. We were going to buy the supplies for his company, and we go to this company, huge company, manufacturing company. They manufacture paints. And as I was sitting there, I asked the pastor, I was like, "Sir, you mean to tell me that all this that I'm looking at, it started from someone's mind? It started from someone making a decision that this is what I want to do. This is what I want to accomplish. This is what I want to become." And it grew to become that place where everyone from around Africa are thronging to that place to buy supplies from this place. It started with a decision. That man made a decision. That person made a choice and acted upon it. It starts with you. It starts with you. Act upon whatever you have that is burning inside of your heart. And number 2, he spoke about the miracle that multiplies. Here, he said you have to ask yourself, if you want to start, what do you have? Some might have financial resources to start with, but he said it's not limited. That question is not limited to what you have financially, how much money you have right now. No, it's not limited to that. You're asking yourself, what do I have that I can use now? What are those resources that I can start using right now? It could be your talents, it could be your knowledge, whatever it is that you can use to start with. look at that, have an introspection and write them down and use that as the capital to start what you need. And number 3, he says, go for the goal. He said, a lot of people right now could be in a position where they are like that wounded bird. They're just flying haphazardly and they don't know what to do. They don't know what tomorrow might hold, and they really don't know what they really want in their own lives per se. And he said that I am here to tell you that those wings can be healed and your vision can be clear again, so that you can start flying towards a certain direction. So it's possible to start over and have a new vision and have a plan that you can go for and want to achieve, despite what's going on around you, despite what you might have gone through as an individual. And next, he spoke about the 6 laws that could be useful to achieving, to becoming. And I think what stood out for me were the 2 laws, where he spoke about the law of faith and the law of confession. We have had these laws from book upon book, from seminar upon seminar, and I think the fact that they are being repeated in so many articles, in so many literature books, is because they are important. It's because everyone should start, if you have not, start taking them seriously, giving them the seriousness that they deserve, and apply them in your life. So you see, the law of faith, you basically, the Bible talks about, let it be done unto you according to your faith. What is it that you perceive you're going to receive according to your faith, according to your belief, according to what you think you can? That's what you're going to get. So it all going to boil down to you. He is going to give to you according, in proportion, in measure of what you think you can, And the law of confession, he said, beyond anything, what you say is what you become. Your mouth is going to be a determinant of where you're going. It's going to be that pilot that channels you to the right direction, or to the place where you need to be. He said, by your mouth you shall be justified. It's your mouth that will determine, by thy word thou shalt be justified, by thy word thou shalt be condemned. So you become what your mouth says, every day. Be careful of the things that come out of your mouth, because that's essentially what's going to become out of you. That's essentially what you're going to become. That's essentially where your life is headed to, and it bears repeating, really. And he spoke about the day that opened his mind. In this chapter, he was speaking about the fact that the importance of giving, being able to release, giving to the next people, giving the people around you. He said one day he met a man that offered him a pen, and that man explained to him that every day they made it a point that they give out something to someone, be it a pen, be it a notepad, be it, he said, that attitude opens up doors and windows of receiving. You are creating, you are of necessity creating an environment of always having an abundance, because things will begin to flow to you, so that you'll be able to achieve, to fulfill that need to give to the next person. And spoke about the fire inside. So if you have that fire for your dream on the inside, it will begin to affect the person next door. It's all boiling down to you as an individual. The fire, the motivation that you need, it's all inside of you. And that is what is going to affect the people next door, that will help you achieve your desire or your goal. And he spoke about it's your time to serve. He said business and life is like a tennis match. You need to be able to serve, to be able to score. You need to be able to know how to serve well, to be able to play it well. So don't take a back seat. Be on the lookout to be able to act upon. Don't just sit back. do serve, and you'll be able to score. And lastly, he said if he can, this man ended up being a multi-million-dollar businessman. And he started as a salesperson, he started as a farm person, he started as a mechanic. He ended up being a multi-million-dollar businessman. He said, if I can do it from that space, you and I can also do it. Thank you very much for watching, and keep safe with this corona.